Children in the Philippines. I'm just waiting for my breakfast because we're just eating at a restaurant here in La Mata. But a lot of people aren't aware of the real costs. Because one of the things I will say is kids seem to get a lot sicker in the Philippines on a regular basis, and most of it's because of the dust. Um, you've got that reoccurring burning of rubbish and things like that get into the atmosphere. It's not good for you, obviously, because I mean, a lot of people get sick themselves, but the thing with kids is because they get sick quite regular, the medical bills can stack up quite quickly. So it is something that you've got to take into account. Also, education, if it's an education, it's expensive. But then you got into the next bit of arena, people like myself, and I'm not the only one who's done this, they've taken their kids back home. They've gone back to the West for the kids' education and to make sure that they've got a better chance in life with an American passport, European passport, or whatever, along with the education system that has recognised qualifications globally. I know there's some expats that pay through the nose for an education, but I just can't see the point of doing that, because you still haven't got the established network and being a school that people recognise, etc. Well, I suppose it depends what type of work you're doing, but most of the time, the stuff I get involved in, you're looking for where people studied. So, yeah, I would say you've got to be aware of these things that can influence an entire change of your environment. Because I know some people meet somebody and think, oh yeah, this is great, I'm not going to get married. 6 months later, oh yeah, we're married now. And it's like, I don't really want any kids. And it's like, oh, we decided to have 2 kids now, or 1 kid, or whatever. And then the next thing is, well, we're going to have to move back to the West because we need to make sure the kids are okay. You know, if something happens, you know. And they do it. And then you've got the other ones that just go, oh well, not my problem. Which I find, you know, personally, I think that's not the right viewpoint. There's enough people that are a burden of state in the West because of people with that attitude. They breed like no tomorrow, then dump them. You know, it becomes a problem. So be aware of that. If you're moving to the Philippines, there's ongoing costs with kids. I know my budget's doubled because of the costs related to education, transportation, because obviously going back and forwards to school, and the general health costs cost more than the groceries sometimes. Just things to consider.